John Jones doesn't want to fight me. It's plain and simple, really.
Do you smoke weed?
I don't do any drugs. Stay away from drugs, kids. Did you like Ariel Helwani?
He gets a lot of hate, Nina. Dana and Trump announced they're going to have a fight at the White House.
Do you think his fights are rigged?
I told you that story where I thought I was going to die. This is another one.
2 girls, 1 cup from UK.
No. Shut up, man. Israel Adesanya. Everyone calling me an industry plant.
Merab, me and you, 2 minutes.
So let's effing go. Welcome back to another edition of the Phat Lucrative podcast. I almost said the Lucrative MMA podcast. That's my own podcast. Sorry. I'm here with my bats. My boy.
But it's
Phatz
been a long weekend. My bro's getting thrown off his game because there was no UFC this weekend.
So I got the shades on, you know. I got a cover. It's been a long weekend. But how you doing, bro?
Yeah, I'm doing good, man. How's everyone?
Everyone's good. Dills, you good?
Yeah, good back here, boys.
Yeah.
Look at the production we got, eh? How good.
Yeah, we're looking good these days, boys. What do you reckon about the new studio? And we got the... They can see that.
We got
right?
the octagon behind us.
Yeah, you know.
You know how it is.
Did some sessions this morning.
Yeah. I wonder if it looks like we're actually in front of the UFC octagon right now.
Yeah, it looks sick, bro. This is epic.
Man.
And we got some stickers for the podcast created the other day. We posted that up on the Instagram. If you're not following us on Instagram, don't know what you're doing. We got the stickers made up. You sorted that out. So we're going to plaster those stickers all over the world.
There's actually a QR code on it too. So if you can't find it, scan the QR code and it will take you straight to the website.
Yeah.
YouTube channel, sorry.
So Monday morning for us. Monday coming up to 12 p.m. How was your weekend, man?
Man, my weekend was amazing, man. Got up to some mischief and I went to some local fights.
Yes, I saw.
Yeah, shout out to Supremacy Fighting Championship, man. Awesome local fights, man. It was a great show.
Yeah.
Shout out to Joel for putting on an amazing event. Israel Adesanya was there. I seen him come.
Yeah.
Man.
The Kiwi guys, the Kiwi lads, you know, the more popular MMA fighters always go to the local shows and support.
Exactly.
I've seen them in a few that I've been, whether it's Shuriken or SFC, SFL.
Yeah, SFL. We got SFC. Bro, there's a lot. Nisa Fury too.
Oh, yeah.
Just finished, bro. They had some amazing fights. Man, I love the New Zealand fighting scene at the moment.
So tell me what happened, bro. Was it all MMA or?
It was a bit of, there was a few mixed, like the amateurs had shin pads. Then you had a bare knuckle.
Oh, man.
There was a guy that fought in the 1 minute scraps, the Dan Hooker 1 minute scraps. Yeah, I don't know how to say his last name. Smiler.
Did he win? Did he win the scraps?
Nah, he ended up losing, but he ended up knocking down his opponent in the first round. It was like one of those. It was
was that the final?
Fight. Yeah.
I think I've seen that one.
I wasn't the final in the 1 minute scraps, but it was, they just had a bare knuckle, like a random bare knuckle fight, and it was one of the Dan Hooker fighters.
Yeah, that's random.
Yeah, it was a crazy fight, bro. I felt sorry for him, bro. Like, the ref just wouldn't stop the fight, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I felt like the ref dragged it on a bit long, but bro, it was entertaining, bro.
Yeah, bare knuckles brutal. And they start right next to each other.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
instead of starting at the corners, they start like right next
middle,
to each
so
other.
It's like touch gloves.
Swing
bang!
straight away.
Yeah. How good, eh?
Yeah, I want to go to a bare knuckle event at some point.
Yeah.
It looks mad.
I'll take you to some local fights, man. Like some up and coming local fights.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
They've got a SFL down in Christchurch.
Yes.
I seen Brad Riddell announce it, so we should maybe go down and watch them.
Yeah, bro. I spoke to the guy who runs SFL not too long ago, Ron. Shout out Ron. And we were speaking about a few things. He said, when they come up to Auckland, definitely come down and stuff. So I definitely will do that. Yeah,
we should definitely go, man. Bro, the local fighters are dangerous, man. Even the Shire, Ibadi.
Yeah.
Another one, he fought at Supremacy Fighting Championship. He did amazing MMA.
He won?
He did really good.
How did he win? KO decision?
It was, I think it was second round or first. Yeah, first round.
Yeah.
He just looked dominating, but it was a good fight, man. I saw two Nisa Fury, that Alejandro. How do you say the name?
Who?
Alejandro.
Oh, Alejandro.
Yeah, Alejandro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. He's another fighter from Shout out to TMT, Tapuki Mutai, where Titus is.
Where are they based?
Good. Down in Hamilton, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff going on within New Zealand. My focus is always on the UFC and that because I got to make money from it, right?
Yeah.
My focus is on the big organizations, but honestly, man, there's a lot of good talent coming out of New Zealand. So we'll have to get some of them on the podcast, help them grow their brand, help get some notoriety to them because there's not that much notoriety in the New Zealand fight scene. Well, there's a bit of hype on Instagram, I guess.
Yeah.
The shows are good. But in terms of the production and social media, I don't really see too much online.
That's one thing we lack on this side of the world, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like we don't really have much platforms for these local fighters to come on. So that's why shows like this is great, you know what I mean? We can help build up these local fighters, get them into mainstream media. And, you know, because some of these fighters that we're watching locally, bro, they're putting on like Fight of the Night.
Yeah.
For like, if they were like debuting for UFC, like, bro.
Yeah, and they're unknown, right?
Yeah, we've got great local talent, man.
Yeah. Even you know, all across the world, to be honest, when I think of it now, a lot of these fighters who are very, very high level, they're unknown, you know, because in my community, we're all betting on MMA. And some of the people interview fighters as well online. Yeah. And like, they interview these fighters that could become superstars, like Malcolm Wellmaker, and they'll get like 200, 300 views. Yeah. You know, and it's like, and they're just recording it in their house on, you know, webcam. Exactly. And I'm like, damn, MMA is such a global sport. You would never really get a future rugby star, right? Or like a rugby star who was just doing a interview with 200 people watching through webcam, right? They would be in a proper studio like this. Yes. And the notoriety would be a lot higher. I think MMA is still a massive sport, but it's still very, very underappreciated. And, you know, podcasts like this, professional studios can definitely grow the sport. So, yeah, that's something we will definitely do.
Yeah, hard out, man. And it's good, like, because these days it's a different time we're living in there, you know what I mean? Like, if you're not growing, you could be the greatest fighter, but have no one, you can't put bums to seats. Yeah. You can't sell tickets. So they're not going to put you on. Like,
do you know who that's like? Who just won on the weekend? He was in the main event of PFL. His name's Taylor Lapalus, right? Yeah. And shout out to Taylor Lapalus because he's won me a lot of money in his career in the UFC. And he won me money on the weekend, right? I bet on him. And he won a clean decision. The UFC cut him, but he had like 3 or 4 wins in the UFC and only 1 loss. So he was on a win streak in the UFC. 3-4 wins, 1 loss. Do you know the dude?
Yeah.
French guy. And they cut him, right? And the reason they cut him is because, I don't know, I guess they just thought he was boring. Right? His fight style is fairly boring in that he's a point fighter. He stays on the outside and he likes to kick and jab and kind of stay away from danger. He dropped his opponent on the weekend, but for the most part, he's winning. He still won via decision. Yeah. For the most part, he's winning via decision. But if he was a big star, right, and he had like 500,000, 1 million YouTube subs or whatever it is, if he's coming on podcasts like this from when he was young and building up his stardom, even if he's boring, the UFC's not going to cut him. Yeah. You know, the UFC's not going to cut Sage Northcutt or Paige Van Zandt or Chase Hooper or, you know, Malcolm Wellmaker. He's long gone now. But he lost loads of fights in a row, right? It's like they're not going to cut these fighters if they're winning, like they cut Taylor Lapalus, because they're stars. So you need to be just more than just a good fighter in today's day and age. Yeah.
One advice I always give to local fighters is, bro, build your profiles, man. Like we've talked about it, eh?
Definitely, man.
Like you got to build your profile because no one's going to want to hire someone that doesn't bring... Yeah. Like look at Conor McGregor, for example. The reason why he had such great impact is because he built this character. Yeah. So... like, you know, obviously he was talking shit to his opponents, which always builds fights. Like, you got to build the fight, you know? Talking shit makes fans, like, intrigued. Like, oh, bro, let's go see if he backs it up, you know?
Even Izzy. Izzy has a massive character. And you can say he's just being himself. Yeah, okay, but he's not afraid to be himself, right? the guy's like painting his nails and saying, I don't give a fuck if you say whatever about me. I'm still going to paint my nails. He's watching anime. He's nicknaming himself something from anime, the Starbender, which is the Airbender. Like, he's being himself. He's getting people to talk about him. He's doing these dances. Izzy is a showman. One of the biggest showmen I've ever seen. Not only inside the octagon, but outside the octagon. He has some great lines, some great one-liners. He's arguing with people. He's making content. And he's like the biggest star in New Zealand. Yeah. So we need to follow in his footsteps. Yeah,
he was always an entertaining fighter too. And coming up to like before he made UFC, he had that persona too. Like everyone wanted to see him fight, because he was even entertaining in the ring,
Yeah. Yeah, that's a separate thing, right? It's like you got to be entertaining in the octagon. We know that. But you can almost not really be that entertaining in the octagon. And if you're entertaining outside of it, you're still going to get loads of opportunities. You're still going to get a lot more money.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, man, a lot of these fighters, they need money, right? Like, it's not easy being a fighter in terms of the life that they have to live because they want to train full time. So they don't want to work, but then they ain't got no money, right? So they have to rely on sponsors. But sponsors are not going to sponsor you if you've got zero platform online because what are they getting out of it?
Yeah, exactly.
Unless they're just friendly, which can happen. But you don't want to rely on people to be friendly. Yeah. You want to give value. And the only way you can give value as a fighter is promising you're going to be a star in the future, which... Not every company is going to be like, okay, I believe you're going to be a star. What you can do, though, which is tangible, is say, look, I got 15,000 followers, and, if you sponsor me, I can shout out your company. It might bring you some business. So, yeah, very, very important in 2025 for fighters to be building their online profile because it's just going to help them be a better fighter.
Yeah.
Because now they have more money to fight.
Yeah. Bro, like money fights, Money fights, you get a lot of opportunity when you got a massive following.
Oh, yeah, way more.
Imagine if I called out someone and took a fight.
Merab.
Me and, I'll talk about that later on, but me and Balkan Beer, shout out Balkan Beer, we spent a lot of time.
You was out with him on the weekend, eh?
Yeah,
I saw
man.
the Instagram.
Just yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, Balkan Beer tried to kill me. Took me on terrains, this figure can't handle. But it was actually like really good for the mental, man.
Oh, for sure, bro.
Like I felt like Superman after.
Where did you go?
So we went to Piha, but we sort of took we walked around this like weird bit, and then we like took this little track that went up like a hill.
Like a cave as well, right?
Yeah, and then we had to like climb down this like muddy like rock.
Yeah.
It was like sores on my feet, man. Frack. And then we had to literally take all our shoes off.
Yeah.
And then carry our bags through the water. Bro, the water came up to like our stomach.
That's what it's about, bro. New Zealand living.
Bro.
That's what New Zealand's about.
And then, bro, we like walked into this random cave and then like it got so small that we're like crouching.
Oh, mad.
And I started to get like claustrophobic. I was like, and then he was trying to scare me because it was pitch black.
Yeah.
Like we couldn't see anything. So we both had our phones, camera lights on. Like, bro, he was trying to scare me, bro. I was getting scared.
Yeah, it looked fun, bro.
Yeah, it was quite fun. And then after we done that, we like went back, we tracked back. Then we went up this other random hill, beautiful view. And then we just started training up there. It was good, man. And then, we went and found this other little spot and had sort of like an ice bath.
What, natural ice bath?
Yeah, it was cold as fuck, bro.
Oh,
it wasn't ice bath for it. It was cold.
Yeah. New Zealand's epic for that, bro.
Man.
I love
Have you been out to Piha?
Oh, many times, man.
Are you a surfer? You look like a surfer.
Nah, not a surfer. I don't mind looking like one, but I'm not one. I do want to do surfing, but bro, I want to do so many different hobbies. It's like I don't have the time to do it. Yeah. Honestly, for the last like year and a half, I've gone 100% in on my business and entrepreneurship and making money that I've really, really neglected like the mental health side of things, which for me is going into nature very regularly. Like when I first came to New Zealand, man, I used to go to Piha every few days, bro. Out the West Beaches, not just Piha, all of those West Beaches, go in the ranges, climb fucking mountains, go through caves, like just random shit. Put my feet in the sand, swim all the time. I used to at like midday from where I live, I just drive up to Mission Bay or somewhere, just have a quick swim, come back, continue working. And I was way happier, man. but I made less money.
Do you like our water? Do you think our water is polluted or?
Nah, I mean, you should go to London, bruv. You should go to
Is
London.
the water worse there?
Mate, the River Thames, yeah, which is like the river that flows throughout London and a lot of England, is literally brown. Brown, because of all the shit in there. And when I say shit, I'm not, it's not a metaphor.
I mean take
shit.
You to Samoa.
Yeah?
Should we go to Samoa?
Of course, bro.
We're gonna
if
go
I
to
can
Samoa.
get to eat
We'll
some food.
We'll try locking a Samoan trip. We'll even do a podcast there.
Definitely.
We'll go to all the islands, but bro, it's like you're swimming in a swimming pool, bro.
Oh, just like pure clear.
Yeah, when you look down with goggles on, it's like Finding Nemo.
Yeah, wow. That's beautiful. A bit of me, man. That's what I love.
Bro. Yeah, let's do it. Bro, you'll love it. Man, shout out to Balkan Bear. He's just dropped new merch.
Oh, mad. There we go.
Go check it out, man.
Where can you buy it?
I was actually meant to bring. I feel bad because I was actually meant to bring James's merch.
Yeah, where's my merch, man? What the fuck?
But yeah, I'll leave the link over there. Yeah, we'll get. The funny thing was I couldn't fit the original size, so we had to go and get custom
size. What a life, brother. I love it. That's his tagline. So if you go to balkanbear.store, so that's BALKN, bear, BEAR, .store, you can get his merch. Now, I know a lot of people listening to this in New Zealand will know who Balkan Bear is, right? But outside of New Zealand, which is my community, they won't know Balkan Bear. But he's about to fight on the Contender Series just next month, August. I'm going to be in Vegas when he fights, so hopefully I'll go out there and see him whoop some ass.
Yeah, so about that, I think he can get us tickets there.
Yeah, let's fucking go.
So I might come out, because he's fighting in the last week of...
Yes, August.
I might come out to Vegas in the last week, so...
Yeah, bro.
Be prepared, man.
You better be careful. Phatz is coming to Vegas. That's game over.
Is it hot there, bro?
It's roasting, brother. Very hot.
Fuck that.
Yeah, very hot. But it's all right, bro.
I sweat in New Zealand and it's freezing.
We'll get you in and out, man. In and out. Watch him do business and then straight out. Yeah, in and out like cool, a robbery. But yeah, he's fighting on the Contender Series. So a lot of the people that watching me and that watch me, they won't maybe know who he is, but they will definitely in August. So now's your chance to go and support before he gets in the UFC and blows up and becomes a big superstar, bro.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, man, this heavyweight is one to watch, man. He is going to be a problem for the heavyweights. I can't wait to see him.
I see the dude who he's fighting is his best mate, his main training partner. Well, I don't know if he's training partner, but all the photos on his Instagram is like with Chase Hooper.
Hey?
Yeah.
Ben Askren's son.
Yeah, Ben Askren's son. So I was thinking... Fuck, now I'm thinking
I hope he's not using him as his training partner.
That's what I was thinking, like, bro, you need to be training with someone else if you want to fight Balkan Bear. But anyway, man.
Bro, speaking about Ben Askren, did you see Jake Paul?
Yeah.
He just released a statement saying, I just seen on a recent interview, he reckons no one's helping him, so he's going to do the lung transplant for him.
Wow. I thought that was already done. No?
No, because it's an expensive surgery.
Oh,
and he reckons Dana White and none of them have reached out, bro. So,
bro, what? It's just a surgery. These guys are rich,
but it goes to show, Jake Paul, man.
Yeah.
He's actually for the people,
Yeah, if he does
it. Him, man.
I'm trying to get the...
Do you think his fights are rigged? Do you see how he's gonna sue anyone that thinks his fights are rigged? I don't think they're rigged.
No, I don't.
We just wish they were rigged. Just so we felt a bit better.
Yeah, I don't think they are, but I know someone who does, who swears it is rigged, who swears that he knows, and I respect the guy. And I do business with him in the gambling scene. And obviously, sports bettors and gamblers, we know a lot of stuff behind the scenes. You know, when we're talking about corruption and stuff like that, because if there's any corruption, it's always to do with money, sports betting, right? They're not going to randomly corrupt it for no reason. No, they corrupt it so they can bet on the event. They can bet on the result that they know it's corrupted for to make money. So I spoke to some sports bettor who's in the know over in America, and he told me, yeah, it's rigged, but I don't believe him.
Yeah. He's just young and strong,
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he beat everyone. He didn't beat Tommy Fury. You know?
Hey, you're one of your guys' boys.
Yeah, I
Hey,
guess
any
so.
of the UK. What if Jake Paul and his legal team's like, you're meant to lose?
Yeah, maybe. Who knows, bro? They might have signed something. But you saw his fight on the weekend? I didn't watch it. Did you watch it?
Who?
Jake Paul. Was it this weekend or last weekend? Last weekend. No,
Yeah, last weekend.
Yeah, he fought Julio Cesar Chavez.
Yeah. Oh, shout out the cartel man.
Did you hear what happened to him? Yeah. I didn't even know that. What happened?
I'm pretty sure.
He got deported, bro. What the fuck?
Yeah, Donald Trump and that is.
Iced him.
He's not. Yeah, they're not dealing with any ex criminals or any ex cartels.
I thought he was just a boxer. Oh, he's in the cartel.
They said that he was arrested for like gun trafficking and
What? I had no idea.
like ruthless stuff. I saw that it was like a list,
Wow.
and he was like, "Yeah, but man,
Wow. Goodbye, Julio.
yeah, but those cartels, man, ruthless, you know."
Yeah, don't mess about with them.
Yeah, they mess with them. And anyways, next topic.
Unless you're a boxer.
I want to go to Mexico one day, man. Next topic.
Man, I've had some friends that go to Mexico and they say it's all run by cartels. If you go in the bathroom, the cartels are there making sure that the only drugs that are used are theirs.
You lift the seats.
Making sure that the only drugs that are used are theirs.
Hey.
That's what I've heard, yeah.
Man, cartels are ruthless, man. I used to literally, when I was 18, bro, I used to just look for cartel killings and I used I don't know.
What, like
all
watch
my
it?
mates used to do it, bro. Like,
What, watch it?
yeah, watch
Or
it,
like
bro.
headshots and stuff. Like executions
Like,
and that.
so much ruthless.
Do you
Mr. Sick.
Do you
One
remember
of my mates, bro, always sends it to me, bro.
what?
Mr. Sick, young Sid's brother, bro. Ruthless.
What is it?
He'll just always send me cartel killings, and I'm like, bro, can you stop, bro? Like,
Yeah, that's
I
not
actually
good
want
for
to
you.
spew.
Speaking about, that's not good for the mental health, man.
Yeah, but this was like 3 years ago.
Oh, 3 years? I thought you meant like 10 years ago when you was a young guy.
Oh, yeah. I used to watch like cartels, but I feel like Mr. Six ones were like
He's
too
still into it.
HD and
Come on, Mr. Sick. He's watching
he's a local
in the 4K.
he's a local rapper from South Auckland.
Well, Mr. Sick, he loves the killings.
Yeah, he's a crazy motherfucker.
Do you remember bestgore.com? Best Gore. Hey, if that's still
all of
around,
them,
if that's still
Rotten.com and
around,
all of them,
I'm
Rotten.com?
sorry. I don't know that one.
Yeah, make sure you kids ain't fucking listening, bro. Fuck's sake.
Do you remember 2 Girls, 1 Cup? Did you not have that in New Zealand?
I just visualized it in my head. 2 girls, 1 cup from UK.
No, bro. That's definitely the Americans, man.
Do you reckon that's real?
That's definitely real. I watched it with my own eyes, bro.
Yeah, but there's cut scenes, you know. They could have fucking shut that out and then
I don't know, man. Maybe. I was a very young kid, so I wasn't very aware.
Man, can we wrap this up now? I feel sick.
I'm thinking of a few now that's in my head now. There's a few more. Maybe I won't mention it.
Nah, fuck this shit. Next topic, back to fighting.
So
we're gonna have some local fighters come on the podcast.
Yeah, let's get them on, man.
Next, like literally
next week.
next week.
Who should we have on first guest? Israel Adesanya. First guest on the podcast, please.
Israel Adesanya. Nah, definitely.
Nah, one day.
Definitely. We're definitely getting one of the best fighters in New Zealand on our show next week. Stay tuned.
We'll have to get Balkan on after his fight.
Definitely, man. We'll
Focused on his fight right now.
Yeah, I'm gonna help Balkan be in his camp, bro. I'm gonna be a sparring partner. No, gee.
No one's as big as you though, bro, so it's not a good sparring partner. Phatz is like twice the size of a normal heavyweight, by the way. And I'm not joking. Weight for weight. But you slimming down now though, Phatz. You've been on your journey.
Yeah, I'm currently trying to lose weight, guys. So I see a lot of you guys in the comments saying I need to do cardio. Bro, I'm doing cardio.
Yeah, don't worry.
Don't worry, you'll see this double chin go.
We know.
But yeah, man, fuck. It's cool because we can actually see ourselves. Shout out to the production team, man.
Yes.
We can actually see ourselves on a thing, so looks cool, man. I'm just checking myself out the whole
Yeah, same,
body.
bro. I'm leaving these glasses on so you haters can see in the comments. Why has he got glasses on inside? Look, who does he think he is? He's not even rich. His parents gave him money. Shut up, motherfucker.
Yeah, we actually come from nothing. So all you fucking haters, man.
The bricks.
Yeah, we
Man,
come from nothing.
$0, bro. There was a point in my life where I had to decide whether I want to sleep sleep in a bed or eat food. I had to choose what one.
What did you choose?
I chose sleep in a bed. I initially chose food, and then I had to sleep in my car. So I had a car. It was a $500 Ford 1999 Mondeo. And basically, me and my mate had a car and we went halves on it. It was $900 in New Zealand, which is like $500 US.
Was this here?
Yes, it was in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And when I first came here, and basically we bought the car because we had to go from Christchurch to Auckland, and we basically couldn't afford the flights, so we drove, and then we ended up driving, which is like maybe like a 20-hour drive or something. It's across 2 islands,
exactly,
right?
20 hours, you're right.
Oh, really? Yeah. So we did that, and we didn't have enough money to stay in Airbnb or a hotel, so we had to sleep in the car. But we had enough money to where we could get like a shitty motel for like $60 a night, but then we wouldn't have that $60 to spend on food. So we had to say to ourselves, like, what do we want to do? Do we sleep in the $60 motel and have a good night's sleep, or do we eat food for like $30 each and then we sleep in the car?
Yeah.
So at first we was like, nah, we need to eat food. So we did it, and then we slept in the car, and it was the worst night's sleep I've ever had in my life. It was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm 6'4", so I'm not sleeping in no car, you know? And even for my mate, it was horrible. And there's so many stories I can go into about this. I won't go too long, but yeah, we ended up sleeping in the car for one night. And where we slept, right, this night was in Milford Sound. And I woke up in the morning.
In Queenstown?
Yeah. I woke up in the morning, and I felt like, because I think we went down first and then we went up. So from Christchurch, right? And then I woke up in the morning and I got out and I had like no sleep. And I looked at one of the signs, right? Which obviously at night we was parked next to this sign, but I couldn't see it because it was pitch black, right? It was literally no one out there.
Yeah.
And the sign said avalanche zone, danger. And I was like, bro, I'm coming fresh off the boat from London, bruv. So I'm like, I have no idea about avalanches or anything. Yeah, we don't get that where I'm from. And I said to my mate, I was like, bruv, look at this sign. And he's like, avalanche zone? And then we're looking up, and there's like this massive like mountain. There's like, what, was we parked in the avalanche zone? And I'm like, oh shit, we got lucky, bro. Like, what the fuck? And I'm like, all right. Like, we definitely don't know what the hell we're doing here. We better be careful.
How did you guys stay warm? Heater?
I don't remember. I'm pretty sure we was kind of hot. Yeah, we left the car on and put the heater on for a bit, I think.
Fuck, but in those sort of around that area.
But I think it was around summer as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't think it was winter. But anyway, we decided, okay, I'm never ever sleeping in the car again. I'm never sleeping in the car again. So we just bought motels and then ended up eating like tin food. Yeah, like beans and shit, you know? So it was fine.
Yeah, those times build character, though.
Yeah. They build a lot of character.
So were you doing it hard when you first came?
Yeah, bro, I had no money, you know. I was just like working on a building site, earning some shit wage. They would only employ me for like 2-3 days a week because it was hard to find a job. Just no money, you know.
Yeah, man.
Because I had no one to help me, right? Like I didn't know anyone in New Zealand, so I had no friends. Like sometimes back in the day, you know, maybe my friend will. Yeah, let me borrow £20 and I'll give it back to you. We didn't have a lot of money. But I had loads of friends. I had family as well. Not that they really gave me money, but like, you know, when I was just super young.
Eh?
Yeah, my granddad would give me 10 quid when I was like 10 years old and stuff. You know what I mean?
So were you into betting when you were here, or did you start betting when you were over there and then moved here and you're just losing, or?
So I bet from a kid, bro. So I grew up in the gambling industry. So like my granddad, who I just mentioned, he was a big gambler.
Oh,
so
really?
he'd win a lot of money, but he'd lose a lot of money.
Yeah.
And when he gave me £10 or £20, which is like $30 as like pocket money, he'd do that when he had a big win, right?
Yeah.
So he'd sometimes have a big win, like a grand New Zealand, and he'd give me, here you go, James, $20. And I'd actually used to go around to the bookmakers at about 10 years old, bearing in mind, like TAB, right? I'd go around to the bookmakers at 10 and collect his money. But you're only allowed to be in the bookmakers if you're over 18, but they would just still let me in because they knew my granddad, they knew my family from the area, they knew us. They're like, no problem, James. At 10 years old, he'd give me the money. So you know, I think that kind of shaped me as a gambler because I used to go to a bookmaker and collect $1,000 at 10 years old, and I'd be carrying it home, like hiding it in my pocket, like, oh, I don't want to get robbed, you know? Because loads of people used to get robbed in like London, you know, back in the day, even at 10 years old and that. So I used to like walk around the corner, give it to my granddad, and I used to get a thrill from having the money. Imagine being 10 years old and holding $1,000. You think you're rich, right? So I think, bro, that was embedded into me as I was a kid, and I kind of got the thrill to win at gambling. So yeah, I've been gambling basically since then, man.
Yeah, fuck, man, that's crazy.
Yeah. But it wasn't,
cool.
it wasn't always up.
Yeah, I remember when it was like, because our churches, they give money and stuff.
Yeah.
I remember when my mum was like collecting it and I was counting it. I was like, bro, I want this money one day.
It's a thrill.
Yeah. It's motivation.
Yeah, definitely was a motivation. And it's a negative for most people. Because, you know, gambling is not a good thing. I always tell people, like, don't gamble, don't sports bet. And I actually want to bring
It's fun if you make it fun, though. Like, I gamble with friends and it's fun.
Yeah. If you're smart. The thing is that there's a lot of people in this world that have no emotional control. And they basically can't control themselves, right? They can't control their impulses. So if they start smoking, they're going to smoke for the rest of their life and harm themselves. If they start drinking, they're going to become an alcoholic. If they start gambling, they're going to lose all their money on gambling.
Personality, eh?
Yeah, and a lot of people are like that. A lot of people don't have any emotional control. So I always say, like, don't gamble. There's no point. You'll probably lose. But me personally, I win because I do it as a job. I'm good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, I got a few mates, I won't say their names, but you can tell that they just don't think, they just want to make the return, but not really think about their bets because they're just like putting way too much coin on like a bet that's like, you know, impossible.
Yeah, a lot of people are like that. And that's why I would say, if you do want to gamble, don't gamble above your means.
Yeah.
Just bet a small amount, you know. If you have $5,000 in your bank, don't start betting $500-$600. That's 10% of your net worth on a bet. That's absolutely insane.
Yeah.
You know, like bet 1%, bet at $20, bet $50, bet $10.
Do you ever do like $10 bets?
Nah.
Was that way too little for you?
Yeah. I used to. I started that way. You know, I started that way.
I'm so cheap when it comes to bets. I'll do like $2 bets, but go through the whole card and pick. Yeah. Sometimes I'm not even looking at the names, bro. I'm just like...
Yeah, you're doing it for fun, which is good.
But it's fun too, like...
It is fun.
Say that you got like 10 of the fights and it's all winning, but you've got like 3 of those bets and it's all sort of different, you know?
Yeah.
There's been times where I've done like a few bets and it's come up to the last 2 fighters and it's like... Doesn't matter who wins, I'll still win.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's nice.
And that's when it's fun.
Yeah, man. Those were the funnest days. Honestly, it's crazy because I earn a lot of money with sports betting now, right? Like, you know, 50 grand days and stuff like that, 100 grand days sometimes. And those times are nowhere near as fun as when I was gambling like you, where I do a multi with 7 or 8 fighters on, and it's like $10, and it's gonna return 5 grand, and I've turned $10 into 5 grand, and it's crazy money. And you know, those were the funnest days, man.
Those are my bets, bro, and I crack it.
It's not fun for me anymore. Almost, you know, it is fun in the moment. I'm not gonna lie, but for the most part, it's kind of like a chore now. It's very stressful, extremely stressful. It was so fun when I was just $10 on 8 teams and, you know, hopefully they come in. That was the funnest time of my life, man.
Yeah, some days I'll just chuck 100 on and I'll tell all the boys watching, bro, yeah, everyone put a $10 bet on whatever.
Yeah.
If we win, we go halves.
Yeah, I've done that. I used to do the accumulator with my mate, which is like a multi. So we used to pick out about 3 or 4 football teams each with my mate, and we both put like £2, £3 on. So it became like a £6 bet, but it's like a joint bet, and we'd watch it together. And, you know, we'd go out for a beer in the pub, and then they have Sky Sports on, which shows all the results. And the results come in. So there's like, on a Saturday in England, there's probably about 200 football games going on. Soccer games, right? At any one time. They all start at the exact same time, 3 p.m. And you can bet on all of them, right? So you'd have loads of bets going, and then there's this TV channel called Sky Sports News, right?
Yeah.
And it has, you've probably seen it before, right? And it has each result coming through in real time.
Yeah.
You know, so you'd have all your teams, and you see a team go 1-0 up, and you're like, yes, it's 1-0, I got this one. But then, you know, like 10 minutes later, the other team will equalize and it will come up 1-1. And you're like, no. And it's like literally every Saturday, that was my life, bro. Just gambling on football specifically and horse racing. At the same time, we do horse racing and then we go back and watch Sky Sports. I used to flip between the horse racing channels and Sky Sports News to see the football. And this is, honestly, Phatz, bro, this is like 60% of London youth culture on a Saturday, but everybody gambles. It's everybody. People think like Las Vegas is the home of gambling, America's the home. England is the home of gambling. Let me tell you that now, because everybody does it.
Yeah,
everybody.
Pints and bits.
Yeah, pints and bets. That's our life.
Bits, yeah.
And just flipping between. You go to a pub. What are they showing? The pub are showing the football and sometimes the horse racing, because that's what everyone gambles on. Bro, so much so that my local, the Flowers of the Forest there, shout out Elephant and Castle, where I came from, Waterloo, Elephant and Castle. We have a pub on the corner, yeah, St. George's Circus, called the Flowers of the Forest. And I spent many, many years in there, yeah, and I still know people who go in there every weekend. And basically, behind the jumps is a pub, right? And where you order the beer from, you know, the people that work there, they put the bets on for you. So they have a phone that's directly calls to the bookmakers. As soon as they open it, they got the bookmakers on speed dial. You give them cash and the bet goes through on the pub. So the pub bets for you. And then you watch it. And if you win, the pub pays you out. So it's nothing to do with the bookmakers, but the pub are connected to the bookmakers. That is how prevalent it is in our culture. You know, the bookies have relationships with pubs.
Been doing it for a long time, that they've mastered the bidding ways.
Yeah, man. So that's
do they do pie and mash there? No,
they do pie and mash in this pub on my life, bro. Not all the time. Only one day a year. One day a year, which is on St. George's Day.
Oh, actually.
And they do pie and mash, bro. So shout out to the Flowers in the Forest, man.
I want to go to a pub in UK.
I'll bring you to the Flowers in the Forest. That
do you drink Guinness?
Not really.
Oh, that drink looks so bad.
Not really. It's an Irish thing, isn't it? I don't mind it.
I was put off. I was like, fuck that.
You know how to make it nicer?
How?
If you do this in Ireland, they'll call you gay. But fuck it, we're not in Ireland. So tell them to top the Guinness up with blackcurrant juice.
Actually?
Yeah, so they do it like 70% full, and then they just put blackcurrant in it. It makes it taste way nicer, bro.
Fuck, I don't know. That shit tastes. Ugh.
We'll try that next time with blackcurrant.
Shout out to Nola's.
But yeah, that'll be good to see you in UK, man. We'll get you there one day. It'll be funny, bro.
It's cold too, eh? I love the cold.
Yeah. Depends when you go, though. Right now, it's super hot.
Actual?
Yeah.
So you guys have a super hot period?
Of course, bro. Summer, innit? Well, you don't know about English summer. Everyone,
I thought it was just miserable and cold. That's what everyone says.
That's what everyone says, because it is most of the time. But we have a summer. We have about a month.
Can you go beach? Is there ever beach vibes there?
There is beaches, because obviously England, you know, has a lot of coastal areas. You know, we're not landlocked, so we do have beaches, but they're not very good, to be honest, bro.
Actual.
They're nowhere near as good as New
seafood good over there?
Near the beach areas, there could be along the coast, Brighton, places like that.
Have you ever had a kinna, or have I already asked you this?
I don't know, but I think I watched one of your videos.
We should get him to eat a kinna on the next episode. Eh? We should get you to eat some local seafood.
Yeah, bring it on, bro. I'm hungry now.
If we had enough
you got
time,
any now?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. If we had enough time now, I'd go order some. But what are the local? Yeah. Do you want to do that, bro? We'll
Definitely.
bring kinnas in next episode.
What is kinna? That thing that you break
off? It's like a sea urchin. It's like that spiky little sea urchin.
I've seen you catch one on your vlog, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Well done,
I don't like it. To me, it smells like an egg fart.
Okay. Maybe I don't want that then.
And it's just, I remember like...
I don't know if I want that then.
It's one of those things that when you eat it, just ruins the whole... But some people love it.
Why do you want me to eat it then, bro?
No, but some people like it. Do you like it, bro?
Nah, he's not selling it to me.
Siblings or anyone?
A lot of mates, yeah.
Yeah, but you either hate it or you love it.
Okay, like Marmite.
Like Marmite?
Yeah, Marmite.
Yeah.
Vegemite.
I feel like Marmite's nice if you just put a little Esbit on.
Yeah.
If you put heaps of amount, oh, bro.
Marmite in the UK, their slogan is "You either love it or hate it." That's their slogan.
Oh, actual.
Yeah.
You either love it or hate it. Yeah, that's a good slogan.
I don't mind it.
I don't mind it. I only like a little light spread over the top.
Yeah.
When I see people butter it on like Nutella, I'm like, oh, nah, you're crazy, bro.
I used to do that when I used to be stoned, bruv. When
what heaps on?
I get home at like 2 a.m. and this is in my mum and dad's house, you know, I'm like 15, yeah. Stoned at like 2 a.m. And there's no food in the gaff, bro. There's no food. Because I don't buy food because I'm 15. I don't stock up the fridge.
Yeah.
So I can only buy what my mum and dad buy.
Yeah.
And my mum used to love Marmite. So there was always Marmite and bread because we always used to eat bread, right?
Don't tell me you just didn't put butter on.
I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't. If I did not put butter on, bro. I was high as fuck. I used to.
That's the next level of ruthless. No butter.
Have you smoke weed or do you smoke weed?
I don't do any drugs. Stay away from drugs, kids.
Is weed a drug? I feel like that's gonna be legal soon, man.
But I mean, if you got the medical, man, go hard.
Yeah.
But give me some.
Shout out Green Doctors.
Yeah, shout out to Dr. Social. I mean, Dr. Green. Dr. Social. Sponsor us. All right.
Yeah. Dr. Social. You heard it here first. I don't know who that is, but I'll take his money.
Yeah.
Or their money.
Did you see there was a 1 minute, the Dan Hooker 1 minute girl, woman scratch?
Oh, yeah. I didn't watch it, though. I saw one knockout.
I saw Baby Nansen. Shout out to Baby Nansen, man. She's a legend in New Zealand. I saw her just smash this chicken. I was like, what?
Yes. They looks fun, bro.
Yeah.
Girls can bang too.
Yeah, and Gina from CKB. I think she was in
Did she
there.
fight?
I didn't see any highlights, but I think I saw on her story or someone's story that it looked like she had been in a fight. Like,
oh, really?
You know, so it would be,
she's a pro fighter, though.
Yeah.
She's a pro fighter. Is she not pro?
No, active.
She's not active.
Yeah.
I remember she fought in the PFL.
Yeah. Oh, no. That's Janaya.
Oh, okay.
Or was it
Jenna Fabian. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Jenna Fabian, and then there's Gina.
Oh, there's
another one.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm getting your guys' name wrong. But yeah, man, they're crazy.
I think that thing could be massive. Dan Hooker 1 minute scraps.
Yeah,
that could be big, right? I mean, it gets so much attention.
It does.
You know, like as soon as he does it.
But it's just crazy, eh? Like these sports are just becoming like.
They try to shut him down.
Yeah.
They try to shut him down because they're like, nah, it's not legal, it's not safe and stuff like that. At the end of the day, man, if guys want to swing it out for a bit of money, why not, innit? Who am I to say no?
Look at back in the days, bro. They used to do way worse shit, you know what I mean? I reckon...
They just want money from it. They just want money because if you license it, you probably have to pay some motherfucker money to license. I don't know how it works, but I'm assuming...
I reckon it's good, man.
Yeah, swing it out, innit? Why not? They wouldn't have a chance to make 50 grand outside.
I reckon it's entertaining. Just make sure all the safety procedures are
just
in place.
Have a doctor there. That's about it. It's only a
no, but also like petting.
Yeah, well, they're not fighting. They fought on grass, which is way better than concrete. They're not fighting on concrete. That's stupid.
Yeah. Plus, they got Tony Angelov there, a very well experienced referee.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, man. Let him bang, man.
Yeah, hard.
Let him bang. You should get in there, bro.
Yeah, I'll be on the next one. Nah, Jix.
You should get in there, bro.
Nah, to be honest, I'm actually shit, bro.
Yeah? Nah, I've seen you hit the pads. I see you hit the bag the other day. You look kind of slick, bro. You look kind of slick for a 410-pound human.
I was talking to Balkan Bear. Maybe I'll do one fight.
Yes, you should do a fight, bro. You have to fight 2 people, though.
You reckon?
To, like, match your size.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One-on-one's not going to be fair.
No, but yeah. I love fighting though on the streets. Though, you know what I mean.
You still now though? It's unnecessary, isn't it?
I'm all shit.
Maybe when you're younger. But
to be honest, man, fighting scares me.
It's so stupid, man. It's just so unnecessary.
No, like fighting in the ring, like professionally, like
yeah,
their whole. Shout out to fighters, man. You know what I mean?
They get scared as well.
What?
They get scared as well.
No, but I just freaking, it's a different scared, like...
Yeah, but a lot of them get scared. They all admit getting scared.
I told my mates, man, like, I'm not going to fight until I know I'm ready, you know what I mean?
The problem with that is you might never be ready, bro. Might just need to get in there.
So I'm gonna dodge every fighter until I'm old.
Duck.
And I'm gonna be like, bro, I can't even walk, bro. Like, what do you want me to do?
Coming like John
What about
Jones.
you? You gonna jump in the ring?
I have before. Maybe I will again.
Nah, the only reason why I hold back is because I've actually got a bad eye, man.
Bad eye?
Yeah, bad eye. So
Yeah.
my left eye is so badly damaged that one good smack to it I can actually lose my whole vision.
I shouldn't say that on the podcast, bro.
Yeah, but
Cut that out.
I don't reckon I'll get touched. Ah, there
Oh. You won't be able to reach him. Too tall.
But yeah, man.
So let's speak about some of these current events. So to be honest, I don't know what's going on in the world of MMA, but I got my guy, Czar, shout out to you, brother, to send me over some current events. So, and I did hear about some of these. Dana and Trump announced they're going to have a fight at the White House in 2026.
That's crazy, eh?
That'll be mad.
I reckon it's going to be like 30,000 for just...
Oh, easy.
For like the
Should we go?
back seats.
We gotta go, bro. I'll be on the nosebleeds there.
Do you reckon we could actually get in, or do you reckon tickets are already sold?
I mean, we're the biggest MMA podcast in New Zealand, bro. So they have to bring us, surely.
Yeah, hard out.
You get me? Dana?
I mean, yeah, you guys definitely need us there, so...
Dana, 2 tickets, baby.
Dana, 50 G's or you're getting knocked out. I don't give a flying fuck.
Fucking hell, lad.
I don't give a flying fuck.
Wow, that's a good one, bro.
You reckon?
Where's your boy with the impressions? Isn't he going to come on the podcast?
He can come whenever.
To call him up, man. We should... Can you get him... Tell him to do it on the mic.
Yeah, I'll see you.
That will go through,
my mum's
right?
calling.
Oh,
my brother's calling.
Can your brother do impressions?
Nah, he's very terrible, but I'll see if Johnny can do some. He's going to be like, bro.
You calling him now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's calling him now.
Tom Aspinall.
Tom Aspinall, where?
What are you doing?
Tom Aspinall.
I just want to know, what do you feel about John Jones?
Put it in the mic.
Well, John Jones doesn't want to fight me. It's plain and simple, really. Hey, John, if you're listening, John.
Oi, can you quickly put Paddy Pimblett on the mic?
Oh, when I go get him. Mate, he's a sausage, lad.
Paddy.
Sausage, lad.
Who's a sausage? Who's a sausage, Paddy?
It's Ariel Topuria, lad. He got a hand sanitizer bottle. He's a mushroom, lad.
Do you think he has a chance of knocking you out, Paddy?
I'm gonna batter his face in, lad. He's a little sausage, lad.
Bro,
The Spanish sausage, lad.
quickly go get Darren Till. Quickly go get Darren Till. I just want to ask him a few
Gonna
things.
sound the same.
I'm not scared of anyone. Anyone can get it.
Bro, all right, I'll let you go. Mate. What?
You guys later.
Man, thank you for jumping on, man. I'll see you guys in UK.
All right, Flat.
All right, see you later.
See you later, bro. Bye.
Later. How good, eh? How good was he?
See you later, bro. Bye. Shout out to Johnny. Is that Johnny?
Yeah, that's Johnny.
Yeah, shout out to Johnny. That was good, man. That was good. We got to get him here live in the flesh.
Yeah, we'll bring him in. He could be our... he can always impersonate for us.
How many can he do?
He can do quite a bit, bro.
Yeah?
He's actually real talented. Was that good?
That was good, bro. Tell him to practice, and then we'll give him like $100.
Yeah.
To just come and do it.
Yeah.
You know?
Definitely.
That'll be sick.
He'll probably drive over here now for $100.
That was funny, bro. Yeah. So, yeah, the fight at the White House.
Do you reckon we could get there?
No, honestly, we could get
How
there
much do
as
you
like...
think-
No, with these media... If we get media credentials... Because it's hard to get in as an average person, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Even
yeah,
fighters
yeah.
won't be able to get in. Even like big name fighters might not be able to get in. But they need media. You know what I'm saying? That's why we could just be disguised as media.
Yeah.
I don't feel like I'm media at all,
I'll
bro.
just walk in, big media on my...
Yeah, media. MEDIA.
Media.
I don't feel like we're media at all. I just feel like I'm chilling with my mate talking absolute
We need to
shit.
get on to Nina. You know Nina?
Yeah, I know
We need to get
Nina.
on to
Shout
her
out Nina.
buzz. Shout out Nina. Have you met her?
I ain't met her, but she did comment on my post before.
Did she?
Yeah, because last year I was starting to go viral in like the MMA niche. And I did a video, and then I was like, because everyone calling me an industry plant.
Right.
Because I was everywhere, you know, I was going viral with the content. And it's kind of happening now as well. But yeah, last year it was happening around February. And then I did a video just taking a piss. I was like, yeah, they're calling me the industry plant. They're calling me the male Nina drama. It's all right. The industry planting me in here in my Aston Martin to help you make money. Just talking shit, you know, just having some fun. And then she commented on it. She was like, don't worry, if they're calling you Nina, that's a compliment or something like that. Yeah. And I was like, oh shit, Nina.
That's cool, man.
But nah, ain't met her. Then I tried to get her on board to do some business with me, but she aired me, so you know. I understand that she's a busy girl.
She's taking off, eh? Shout out to her, man.
She's a busy girl. She gets a lot of hate, Nina, because she shows her body and stuff like that. Mate.
Yeah, but bro, she's hot, man.
Mate, if I was a woman and I had a nice pair of tits, would I show them in front of the camera? Why not? Why not? Why would I not? Listen, it's not like she's not out here being a prostitute, right?
Yeah,
like,
she's married.
Whatever. She's married. All she does is, you know, shows cleavage when she's doing interviews with fighters. That's not that bad. Yeah. Why not?
No,
she's smart.
I find her content like
funny.
Entertaining.
Yeah,
like,
so do I.
She's better than your ordinary like male.
100%. Honestly, I like her. I watch her videos.
Yeah.
I watch her videos.
I feel like she's good for the sport.
She definitely is.
I know a lot of people hate on that, but at the end of the day, like, what did you like Ariel Helwani over her? I mean, did you like Ariel Helwani? I liked him, but
yeah, he's all right. I don't know much about these people. I know that Ariel Helwani has got into it with fighters, and I think he's
good. He's just good at what he does, but
yeah, but he's sometimes he speaks like tough, like a gangster, and it really gets on my nerves. Like, have you seen when he argues with these fighters and he says something like, "You're a pussy," or you back down. I think he did it with Bisping, Chael Sonnen, and these people like that, and I don't know. He just seems a bit of a
actual.
Yeah, have you not seen his beefs with like Chael Sonnen and Michael Bisping and stuff like that?
I feel like he's not trying to be hard. He's just trying to. He speaks facts, and it might come across as he's being ignorant.
He's definitely trying to like take the piss. Definitely, 100%. But he admitted it himself.
Yeah.
He created that thing where he's like, 10-7, I 10-7'd you. You not seen that? You know, like the score. He's like, I 10-7'd you, Bisping. Like I dominated you on my podcast.
Can you actually get a team?
Ilya got it over Josh Emmett.
Oh yeah,
he beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, that was it.
But anyway, Nina's way more fun than
Ariel. It's different. You know what I mean? Content's content, bro.
Thing is, bro, when you're out there and you got 1 million followers like Nina, you're always gonna get a lot of hate. There's no way around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, everyone's. There's haters.
You get a lot, but she gets so much love as well, though. That's what I always say. Even like me or you, yes, okay, we get a bit of hate, but most of what we get is love. Like most, right? Maybe 90%, 95%, whatever it is. Most of it's love. Can you not deal with a bit of hate? Like, fucking hell, stop being such a baby. You know, like you're gonna get hate if you get love. You can't have it all one way. They even hated on Jesus, man. They killed him, you know?
You could give every single person in this world money that they've never had, and you'll still be hated.
Yeah, that's what I mean. They even hated on Jesus. They killed Jesus.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So
fuck the haters, mate.
Yeah, it's gonna happen.
I love it when I get hated. I'm just like, yeah, look, I got another one.
Yeah, I know. You was clapping back at them, just having laughs and stuff. I saw in some of the comments.
It's just funny to me because, like, I remember being a hater. You know what I mean? And
really,
when I was at my biggest hating moments, that's when I was doing the worst. You know? So when I see people hating, I'm like,
this is a former
don't worry, bro. When I see people hating in my mind, I'm like, bro, don't worry, bro. You'll get there, bro.
Definitely, man.
Keep knuckling away, bro. You'll be good.
Yeah, you have to be going through some type of negative mental health to just outright hate on people.
Yeah.
You know, you have to be. Like you might be happy for some of the day, or even most of the day, but deep down, there's definitely some negativity, some anti-self-love, some depression, some trauma, whatever it may be, to go on the internet and hate on people. There has to be, right?
That's why when you see anyone posting up like a subliminal meme, you can tell that what's going on in their head. Like sometimes when I'm scrolling through people's stories and then it's like,
oh right,
those quotes say it's like stay away from snakes or something. Then the next one's like,
yeah, man.
I always it's always...
People post so much drama on internet, bro. That was never me, mate. Yeah. But when I was like 14, I did. Bro.
Face your dramas, don't Facebook your dramas.
Yeah, there we go.
I remember hearing that saying.
Facebook is the one. All the
face
mums
your dramas, go on Facebook. Don't Facebook it.
All the single mums on Facebook, talking about how deadbeat their partner is. Bro. That's a common one,
TikTok,
bro.
How many famous people on TikTok now?
Yeah, TikTok's popping.
I swear you can be a single...
on TikTok.
What's that?
We should put the podcast on TikTok. Definitely. I haven't done that yet. All the clips that we upload Insta, we should put them on.
Yeah. Oh, have you got a Phat Lucrative MMA podcast page?
No.
You should just start it and just start dropping all the...
we are already, but I haven't made it, but we are.
Okay.
Yeah. I already spoke to the guy yesterday about it.
Also, is there anything we need?
Not really. Just us. Mic,
yeah.
camera, phone. That's all we need,
also, I managed to get a few spots for us to try in Melbourne.
Oh, yeah?
So I've been
steak places?
Yeah, steak places. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm down for that,
There was one that everyone said Lazy Mo's, but then this other guy on Instagram was telling me, nah, that's shit.
Oh, okay.
But
you
a
can
lot
never
of people recommended
Yeah,
Lazy
let's go
Mo's.
there then,
Yeah,
man.
let's go there.
Can't trust this one guy. You probably had a bad experience. I'm sorry to you, but you're not ruining mine. I want to go Lazy Mo's.
Yeah, let's go Lazy Mo's. Shout out Melbourne, man. See you soon. Melbourne Storms.
Have you been there before?
Where?
Melbourne.
Yeah, I was...
Melbourne's sick.
I've been there twice.
Oh, nice. You like it?
I loved it, bro.
Yeah.
Like, so bro, Melbourne energy when shout out to Melbourne, when me and my cousin hosted Fiji's concert in Melbourne, that crowd was outrageous, man. Just good energy.
Yeah.
It was just outrageously good, man. Like, as soon as we played a song and started dancing, the crowd was just screaming the song like word for word.
I kind of feel like Melbourne is similar to Auckland. It's just like 100 times bigger. There's more shit going on.
Have you been there?
Oh, yeah. I used to live there.
Actual?
Yeah. Well, I've lived there altogether for about maybe 7-8 months.
True.
Yeah, but in 2 stints.
Yeah. Did you like it there?
Loved it, man.
I loved it.
I think Melbourne's sick. Melbourne is a very, very great place. The only thing I don't like is it's not that close to nature like in Auckland.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't drive. Like, I can drive 30 minutes and I'm at a beautiful beach, you know. I can go to Piha, it's an hour. It's like beautiful black sand everywhere.
Do you love that beach?
Yeah, I love Piha. But I like, what's the one next to Piha? Just
Bethel,
a little bit further down.
There's Bethel's.
No, not Bethel's. Further down. Yeah, Muriwai. I like Muriwai a little bit better. I don't know why, I just do. I just usually
more
go there.
sand.
You know, I got caught in a riptide in Muriwai once.
Actual.
Yeah, bro.
How did you get back?
Just strength and mana.
Oh, yeah. Fuck,
power,
that's good,
bro.
man, because usually that water takes, so...
Bro, I was a retard. So I drove there with some girl, and then we went there for sunset. It was very beautiful and romantic. And I'm like a little kid, so I'm like, yeah, I want to go swim. And it's very cold at this point. And the girl's like, oh, I don't really want to swim. I'm like, yeah, all right, whatever. I'm going on my own. So I just stripped off, only had my boxers on. And I didn't know about riptides. I only just got to New Zealand recently, so I didn't even know they existed. Like I said, man, I don't know about this nature stuff, you know, like when I parked in the avalanche zone. I'm from London, bro. All we have is buildings and blocks. So, yeah, I hopped in the ocean, and then I went quite far out, and then I went back, right? I came to come back, and I couldn't come back. I kept getting pushed out.
Yeah.
And I was like...
That's what drains people. It's when the tide's going out, it's pushing you.
I was like, what the fuck? But... So I didn't know what to do. Now I know you got to swim parallel to it and just try and keep swimming, even let it half take you and then swim around it, right? But I never knew that. So I just tried to run through. Now, luckily, I wasn't that far out to where I managed to break through, bro. It was only like up to like my stomach. Yeah. So I could kind of still use my legs to like drive me through. You know what I mean?
As soon as you lose your footing, you're gone.
Yeah, it wasn't if it was there, I'm fucked. You know,
If
but
you
it was
jumped-
like
even if
stomach
you-
a little bit below.
If you jumped a little bit, it would have pushed you back like 2 meters, 3
But
meters.
it was pushing me, and I was like, oh my, and I started shitting my bro. I was so scared. I thought I was gonna die, bro. I swear on my life, I've only thought I was gonna die. Like, remember we had that a question before on the podcast.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
ever thought you was gonna die?
On our first episode.
Yeah, I told you that story where I thought I was gonna die. This is another one where I thought I was gonna die, and there was another one in a car as well. But I was running through, and I was like, and it wasn't working. I wasn't going anywhere. I was getting pushed back, and I was like, "No, you're taking the piss, bro. Like, what the fuck is happening? What? Like, I ain't gonna die like this." I started to think like, I'm a retard if I die like this. Like, this is not the way I'm gonna die. Like, are you a moron? Like, what you gonna? Well, the ocean. Like, why did you? You know what I mean? I'm like, no way. Like, how can I die like this? And I didn't die, luckily, bro. Shout out to me, but fuck.
Yeah, but those little moments, hey, make you think twice about getting into sort of those waters, eh?
Change me, bro.
But even
Change me
even
as a human.
Bro, yesterday, so me and Brando, or Balkan Beer, we're walking back, and because the tide had come in, there was like a little bit where we had to walk through the water again.
Yeah.
So me and Brando got through it because obviously we're like big in that and we got long legs. Well, we walked through, and then bro, we turned around. There's this like mother with her baby.
Oh, mad.
And then the husband too, and he was holding like another, like the baby that she was holding was only like, looked like 3 months, 4 months, like literally baby. And then they were holding like their toddler. But I turned around and I was like, bro, that's dangerous. Like, they shouldn't walk through here. And then...
But they had to get back,
So
right?
me and Brendo just been like, make sure they... Because we even told them, we go, oh, you guys should walk around. But I think they might have been foreigners.
I didn't even understand.
They couldn't understand us. So I was like, oh, frick, we'll stand here. And like, we stood there, bro. And like, she walked over, like, they just carried on walking because we were standing there. So we're like, oh, come, we'll actually help you. Bro, and as they got to us, like, this massive wave just came in, boom, and it, like, went up on her. And, like, luckily, me and Brendo stayed there because the water sort of, like, pulled her. But Brendo grabbed her arm and just, held her in place, you know?
That's a good two people to see out there in nature. If you had trouble, you and Brando.
Yeah. I felt like,
Nature is unforgiving, man.
Yeah, it's good, especially, like, with Brendo, too. He's real good in nature because he goes out there by himself, bro.
Yeah.
He does what we do, what I done. He does way more than what we done. He only did a little bit because obviously I couldn't. I was physically not fit to do what he really wanted to do. But he does that like that's his day to day.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
To like get away from society and clear his mind.
I love doing that. I need to get back to it. To be honest,
we should do it, bro.
Oh, yeah, I'm down whenever, bro.
Yeah, we'll do it.
Like, honestly, I've just been working so hard in the last year and a half.
We'll do it next week, bro.
Whenever, mate.
We'll do it next week. Because I'm going to run up those sand dunes too, and it's like, bro, it's almost like you're in the desert, bro.
Okay.
Like when you walk up the sand.
Not in Piha. Well, they have sand
There's like a Bethel's sand, but that you like...
And I like Bethel's.
Yeah, you sort of... it's like a lot of people go there. I think the army trains there, but it's mean, bro.
There's some sand dunes in New Zealand that I went on before. You can slide down them. It's super fun. It was like Tapaki, something like that.
Oh, you could do the same here.
Yeah.
Like there's, bro, it's like mountains of sand.
Oh, man.
But it's not hard to walk.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a
super steep, though.
There's a few bits where you can climb up it, but or there's another bits where you can walk around.
Yeah. The one I went to, they was hiring out like sleds, like big piece of plastic, and you just slide down. I got videos and that's fun, bro. You go to the top and you slide down it. Yeah,
that'll be fun. I've done a lot of that in my time.
I love nature, man. That's why a big part why I'm still in New Zealand,
I need to take you up to 90 Mile Beach. Shout out to Kaitaia.
Yeah, I've never actually been to 90 Mile, which is, I don't think I have. Where is it?
It's in Kaitaia. It's like up north. But,
yeah, I've been all over New Zealand.
It's like one of those things where you can just drive for ages.
Yeah, I might have been on 90 Mile Beach. My favourite beach in New Zealand, bro, Opaturi Beach. You might not have heard of it because it's not really a common one.
What is that?
Opaturi?
Opaturi.
Yeah, it's...
Opaturi.
I don't think it's too far from... Oh, it might be actually, so I don't want to say
Opanoni.
It's near the...
Opanoni.
No. No,
Nah, I
Abu
didn't
Dhabi.
even know.
It's
I'm
near
a fake
it's
ass
near
Kiwi.
Coromandel Way. It's near Coromandel Way.
Oh,
but it's
Coromandel's mean, eh?
yeah, it's a beautiful beach, and it's
Do you eat fish, seafood?
yeah, of course, especially in New Zealand.
Bro, I can't wait for you to eat some Conor next episode.
Yeah, it sounds horrible, bro. I don't know if I want to try it, but
We should start eating fucking exotic food on our party, eh?
yeah, I'm down, mate. I've seen what you've been doing, duck eggs and that.
Yeah,
I saw
did you
that.
say on
Yeah, I
there?
watched that. All right, so the Dana and Trump, we spoke about that one at the White House. We already spoke
Yeah,
about it.
that's
McGregor wants to
exciting,
fight on
man.
it. John Jones said he might come back for it.
Actual?
Yeah, but I
You're
think
joking.
no. He said that. He said I'm re-entering the testing, but he said I've already re-entered the testing pool.
So you're telling me that now that Donald Trump's wanting to put
Yeah.
on the show, they all want to come out of the woodwork?
Andrew Tate said he wants to fight on it.
Yeah, I know, because
Everyone wants to fight
You
on
know it's going to be a massive money fight, eh?
Yeah, of course.
Conor McGregor wants to fight on it. John Jones wants to fight on it. Andrew Tate, god damn.
That'd be epic if it actually happens. Donald Trump's the type of guy to make it happen. I thought it was
Yeah.
AI, you know? You know when he announced it?
Yeah.
Because have you seen all the AI stuff lately? It's sometimes hard to tell.
Fucking AI. What do you think about AI?
Don't know. It's good. It helps me. ChatGPT.
I can tell straight away when it's a fake ass video. Though,
Yeah,
eh?
but some of them are really good, bro. Trust me. I'll send you one. Most of them are shit, but some of them are very
they've got
good.
that little weird look in their
No,
eyes.
no,
and
no, no,
their
no, no,
skin.
no. There's one I'm gonna send you. Trust me, bro. It's the only reason you'll know is because the content, what he's saying. Because it's like Robert F. Kennedy. If you've not seen that one, it went viral, and he's like, oh, I can't remember what he's saying. It's something like, "I'm not gonna do this anymore because I don't like the gays," and I'm like, okay, he wouldn't say that, you know. So that's how I knew. But you can't tell because it's quite far away. You can't even see his eyes. It's like in a distance. You know what I mean? And you can only hear the voice,
yeah.
and the voice is perfect. So I thought the Donald Trump one was AI at first, and I was like, let me look at the
Bro,
comments.
imagine what it's gonna look like in the future, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be perfect, even in 2 years.
Bro,
It's
we
gonna be
could
perfect.
even AI our
Me and you.
podcast.
No, literally, it'll be me and you talking like this, and they'll be saying something that I didn't say.
Does this look real? Because we're using AI right now.
This is AI.
This is all run. I don't even exist. I'm at home.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish I didn't exist, bro. Fucking so much work.
Fuck, I just love our backdrop, man.
Yeah.
How good, eh?
Epic. This screen is 215 inches, by the way, guys.
Yeah. And we're gonna also be doing some reaction videos.
You know what we should do? On a Sunday, watch the UFC in here and live stream us watching the UFC.
Yes.
We don't live stream the UFC, but we live stream our reactions. We
And they
just
can hear
flip
it, eh?
these
They can
around.
hear it, eh?
Yeah, they watch with us. Yeah, they could. Oh no, I don't know if they can hear the. No, probably they can't hear the
We should
UFC.
wear glasses that's like got mirror on it.
No, but you can't do that. It's illegal. You get banned off YouTube.
No, you too. Sorry. I was just trying to think outside the box.
But yeah, that will get so many views, you know. It's like a
Yeah.
fight companion, you know?
Yeah.
Fight companion, that'd be sick.
Let us know in the comments if you guys want us to.
Yeah,
do
would you
that.
guys watch a fight companion? Because that would be cool. And then we could even get fighters on there as well, you know?
Bro, yeah.
Like while we're watching it.
Yeah. Junior Fight wants to come on.
Oh, yeah, legend. Bring him on.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I like the way he's
smart, isn't it?
analyzes fights. Because obviously he's a fighter, so, you know.
Yeah.
We're
he's
sports
smart.
betters.
Yeah, exactly. Professional gamblers over
Yeah,
there.
we're professional gamblers, bro, but when it comes to fighting, man, I have no idea. Merab, me and you, 2 minutes. Balkan Bear actually said, nah, you won't beat him. And then he called me this morning.
What does beat mean, though?
He goes, so yesterday I go, bro, would I beat Merab in a freaking
You want
grapple?
beat him? No. But you never said you'd beat him. Well, you said you get him in a crucifix, and I told you
I
won.
said I'll beat him in a grapple. So
Well, no,
if we
'cause you'll just get
grappled, I'd
tired.
win.
But what do you mean? You'll tap him out?
I
You
won't
won't
get
tap him out.
tired if I'm barely like I get tired if it's against a big
You'll
dude.
definitely get tired, bro.
I'll get tired, but I'll use minimal energy.
But what was you going to say? He said that you won't.
He said that I'll actually get a hiding from him. So he's like on your buzz, but then he called me this morning and goes, "Nah, I take it back, bro. You fucking dominate him." He must have felt my strength yesterday. I'm joking.
There's a difference, bro. Like, I think the way to make it fair is who can get the first takedown. That would be interesting. Because obviously, he's just going to try and pick up your leg and single leg you. And I don't know about your balance, Phatz. I haven't seen it.
I know.
You're sturdy on 2 feet, but I've never seen you on 1 foot. You know what I mean? So I need to see that first.
Yeah, those... Yeah, but people don't know I've done jiu-jitsu a lot. You know?
But if he grabbed you in the single leg, right? Imagine Bommy grabbed you single. Because he ain't doubling you. He can't get his hands around your fucking waist to double you.
He can't get his arm around me.
No, he can't get arm around, but he can get single. You know, he can get single leg.
Because of weight.
Yeah.
When I lean forward, he's going to have like 80 kgs on his back.
You sprawl on his head. But he's Merab, you know, so he might be able to rip the leg.
What if I told you bigger, stronger dudes that do jiu-jitsu have tried that on me and it doesn't work?
But Merab's like a world champion.
But he's a little.
Yeah, but he's a world champion. So it evens it out.
You know he can't wrap his arms around me, eh?
No, not for a double, but for a single
he can't even go like this.
But that's body lock. He can single leg. He can wrap his arms. I'm looking at your leg now. It's a big fucking leg, but he could still wrap his arm around one leg. Yeah. So that's all he could do. He could single leg you, trip you up. I want to make it happen too. One day, bro. That went kind of viral. It got like 40k views or some shit. Yeah, that one did kind of well, but no response from Merab.
Yeah, we need a few more months.
See, she
knows what she's doing.
She knows what she's doing. Every video.
Do you reckon she's loyal to her husband?
I don't know. I mean, the thing about this podcast is I feel like I'm just speaking with my mates, but at the end of the day, I'm not. You know what I mean? There's like, how many followers do you have? Like over 100.
All together through all cross platforms, probably 250,000.
Okay, and I have like 40, right? So you're talking 300,000 potential viewers. So I need to be careful what I say. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Know.
We'll speak about that one.
But I reckon like, who's that other chick that does interviews? What's her name? She interviewed Drake, and she's like that little blonde chick, Bobby or something.
Oh yeah, Bobby Atoff.
Yeah, see her left her man.
Yeah.
Left her baby daddy with the kids.
Yeah. Fuck knows, bro.
For a rapper.
I would never get a girl on the limelight. You know?
Never. Rapper.
Oh yeah, she loves all the rappers. She's always interviewing
them. No, but
it
was like she was with like a white man, and
yeah, she loves the rappers. She's interviewing them all the time.
Yeah,
the writing was on the wall. The writing was on the wall, brother. You know what I mean? Like that up there.
Unlucky, bro. For them streets.
Look, mate. At the end of the day, there's a million women. It is what it is. Just move on and get another one. I don't want to be rude to him.
Stay up, King.
I don't want to be rude to him. Head up, King.
Yeah.
I would never get a woman in the limelight, bro. All the women in the limelight now are gutted, innit? Watching that. No. I've got no chance.
Yeah.
All of the women that follow me. By the way, I get 99.9% men because I'm a gambler. It's not a good niche to be in.
You know what James drives, man? This fella drives an Aston Martin, bro.
Listen to him, ladies.
So lucrative.
He said it, not me.
Yeah. Lucrative in his freaking Aston Martin, like, frick. I'm only driving a Ferrari, but you know, freaking it's not much.
Well, when we go to Melbourne, we should rent out a good car while we're there.
Yeah, just make sure it's got a lot of leg space.
Okay, we'll get a big one.
Hummer.
Or Dodge Ram.
Man, I can't wait, man.
Gonna be fun. Lads, make sure you go to Phatz482 on YouTube because we're going to be dropping some vlogs when we are in Melbourne.
Yeah, also, I'll give away some hats next week.
Oh, yeah. We need some of those hats.
So make sure you like and subscribe because we're just going to randomly pick anyone in our subscriptions and you could be in the chance to win. So like, subscribe, and you're definitely in the draw.
And comment.
We got at least one comment.
We want the comments for sure.
What we do is we find the subscriber, we make sure he's liked the video and he's commented.
Yeah, easy. I gave away 10 free months last week for my
subscription
betting service. Nice. Just to celebrate like the first half of the year. It went really well. I just passed 10k subscribers on YouTube. We got lots of views, stuff like that. So I did like a giveaway. I do giveaways all the time. I always give $50, $100 in my Telegram, literally like every week. I'll get there. I'll be like, boys, comment on this video.
And you'll pick a random.
And then I pick a random one and give $50 or some shit.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Yeah, just helping out.
Do you got an Instagram chat page?
Nah. Should I get it?
Yeah, I can
just
get
an
one.
extra thing I have to worry about. I got Telegram instead.
Yeah, Telegram's good.
But Instagram.
Also, we're starting a kick stream.
Yeah.
We're starting a kick, man. We're going to start traveling over to Las Vegas, so we want to try and get our kick rolling. I got a team working on that, so we good.
Oh, bang. Yeah, kick's good, bro. Kick pays the bags out. So.
What else? What else is...
We've got a couple things here. Dills, how long have we been running for?
1:15.
All right.
Oh, yeah,
we can wrap it up soon.
Yeah, we can wrap it up soon.
The one thing I do want to speak about, Topuria said he'd easily beat Prime Conor McGregor.
I've seen that.
How do you think that fight will go at 145 pounds?
I don't think it'll be an easy fight, man. Conor McGregor was a different breed.
Different.
Yeah, he was different, man. He closed the gap, and he also... He used his range. He had such good distance control. I don't feel it will be an easy fight. But I do sort of in some way agree with Ilia Topuria saying like it's a different era of fighting now, you know, like fighting's evolving. You can see it too, bro? Like every year just keeps getting better and better. You know what I mean? So yeah, what do you think about that? Conor McGregor was a beast.
Conor McGregor would beat him on the feet. I think Conor is a better striker. I think Conor would deliver his shots sharper. I think he would hit the target faster. And I think he potentially has a durability advantage at 145 pounds. You can't hurt Conor at 145 pounds. He's never been so as rocked. Topuria, I've seen him reacting to shots a little bit worse than McGregor. Obviously, the Jai Herbert one was at 155 pounds, so maybe we can't count it. But Bryce Mitchell was pinging his head back a little bit. Outside of that, there's not too much to go off. But I feel like Conor McGregor had like an iron jaw at 145, and you can't really hurt him. Although Topuria probably
But look at the level of competition, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, he fought Poirier, Holloway, Aldo, some decent fighters at 145. Chad Mendes.
Yeah, true. Nah, yeah, fuck. Those are all killers you just named.
He fought some good fighters at 145. So I think on the feet, McGregor would land his shots better. I'm not saying Topuria wouldn't land. I don't think Topuria can pressure him and just swing with him on the pocket. I think McGregor would be... Because we saw in the Jai Herbert fight, you know, Jai Herbert was not just a kick, it was the punches as well. He was landing that range.
Yeah.
And Jai Herbert's similar to McGregor in this dynamic. So I think McGregor would probably tee off on him on the feet at times and potentially knock him out. It's just with the grappling, right? Because Topuria is an elite grappler. So would Topuria be able to grapple him? I don't think Topuria is like the best wrestler of all time.
Yeah.
So I think that he would struggle to grapple Conor McGregor because of Conor McGregor's balance and just physicality at 145. You know, he's a huge guy. He was massive at 145. So it would be tough, but I do think that he could have some success there.
That'll be such a great fight to watch.
Amazing fight. I'll go with McGregor via KO.
You reckon?
But it's a very, very good fight.
Yeah, the thing people need to understand is that Conor was ruthlessly good, eh?
Yeah. But
yeah, I would put
it's a close fight.
Close
you
fight.
know, it's not like when I say McGregor's gonna win, the thing is that doesn't mean if they fought 100 times, he would win 100 of the fights. I'm just saying...
Yeah, if they fought, that would have been your bet, eh?
Yeah, like if they fought 100 times, maybe McGregor gets like 60, 60-40 or something like that. Like, it's a close fight. Yeah, but it's a great fight.
They both could knock each other out, eh?
Yeah. And Topuria could grapple him as well. Submit him, maybe.
True.
So Topuria has the advantage there, but I just think McGregor was so fast on the feet and landed his shots so well that it would probably...
Prime Conor, I rate Prime Conor.
He was so good, man. He was a phenom, We had never almost seen anything like it.
Yeah.
So I think we can wrap it up now, bro.
Yeah.
That was a good episode. Episode 4. Like Phat said, make sure you comment, and like and subscribe. What we got coming up for the people? Mainly just the vlogs, the Melbourne.
We got some vlogs. We got some traveling coming out. We got some giveaways, merch. So much stuff, man.
And interviews.
This is just our calm before the storm.
Yeah.
Melbourne storm.
We're just about to take off, boys. So thanks, everyone, from being here. If you've been watching the podcast from the start, let me know, because you've been here before we take over. So let's effing go. Phatz, take us out, bro.
Yes, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Episode 4, done and dusted. See you guys all next week, man. Thank you for tuning in.
Peace.
Peace.